Hi everyone, this is Chandan and welcome to Chandan Logics. Today we are going to discuss very important topic, average. Average is one of the important and simplest topic as well. From topic average, you are going to get questions frequently in various competitive exams like bank examinations, SSC examinations, railway examinations, CAT examination, defense examinations. Almost in all the competitive examinations, you are going to get questions from topic average. The minimum weightage for topic average is 1 question and the maximum weightage is up to 5 questions. So average is one of the simplest topic. What I will be doing is like, I will start it from very basic level and I will make it up to extreme high level. So what all you guys need to do is like, listen the class carefully. Whatever the concepts I am going to cover in these classes, you have to practice them a lot. Why? Because just listening the classes will not help you to crack the examinations. After listening the classes, you need to practice them a lot. Once if you practice them a lot, then applications will become much easier for you in examination. So my duty is to make calculations simple and smart, and your duty is to practice them a lot. If you're going to practice them a lot, then you can solve any pattern of questions that are going to come from topic average. Okay, so let us start topic average. As I have mentioned you, the minimum weightage for topic average in various competitive examinations. If you are going to write SSC preliminary examinations, you are going to get 1 question from topic average. Whether you write SSC CGL or CHSL or CPO, whatever the format of SSC examination, you get minimum of 1 question. Okay, and if you are going to write mains examinations, then you may get questions something close to 4. So minimum weightage is 1 question and maximum weightage is 4 questions in SSC examinations point of view. Similarly, if you are going to write bank examinations, bank examinations also from topic average, you get 1 or 2 questions from topic average. Similarly, if you are going to write railway examinations, that is RRBs, railway examinations also, you may get 1 question from topic average. If you are writing CAT examinations, from topic average, you get 1 to 2 questions from topic average. And similarly, if you are going to write defense examinations, you may get 2 to 3 questions from topic average. So this is nothing but weightage for topic average in various competitive examinations. You can expect at least 1 question from topic average. Okay, and we all know what actually average is meant. So we'll start it from very basic. Now my first question is, what is average? We all know what is average is. We all know that average in simple definition is nothing but sum of observations divided by number of observations. This can be said as sum of elements divided by number of elements, or sum of numbers divided by number of numbers. Yes or no? So average in terms of simple definition, whatever we have learned in our childhood is nothing but sum of numbers divided by number of numbers, or sum of observations divided by number of observations, or sum of elements divided by number of elements. That is nothing but average. But in examination point of view, we may not use this calculation. But what actual average is, we need to know that. That is the reason the definition of average is nothing but sum of observations divided by number of observations. Now let us make it clear with some examples. Let us example, I have numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if I ask you to calculate what is average of these numbers, as I have told you, average is nothing but sum of numbers divided by number of numbers. When you calculate sum of these numbers, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5, sum is nothing but 15 divided by number of numbers. How many numbers you have? Numbers you have is nothing but 5. So I can say that average is nothing but 3. Yes or no? Similarly, let us say if I take one more example. Let us say if I say numbers are 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. if I ask you to calculate what is average for these numbers, sum of numbers is nothing but 5 plus 10 plus 15 plus 20 plus 25 plus 30 plus 35. So sum of numbers is nothing but 140 divided by number of numbers. How many numbers you have here? You have 7 numbers. So we can say that average is nothing but 20. Yes or no? Similarly, let us take one more example. Let us example, if I have numbers 21, 25, 29, 33, 37. If I ask you to calculate what is average of these numbers, numbers are 21, 25, 29, 33, 37. What is average of these numbers? Average is nothing but sum of numbers divided by number of numbers. Sum of numbers, if you look here, 33 plus 37 is nothing but 70. Similarly, 29 plus 21 is nothing but 50. 70 plus 50 is nothing but 120. 120 plus 25 is nothing but 145. And the number of numbers, how many we have here? Number of numbers is 5. So if you calculate average of this, it is going to be 29. So we can say that average is 29. But truly speaking, do we need to do all these calculations to calculate average? If you ask this question, it is no. Why? Because in examination point of view, you can't do all this calculation. Then how to calculate average much faster? It's very simple. Observe here carefully. If you have seen this series, if let us say example, if the given series is in arithmetic progression, when I say arithmetic progression, what do we mean by arithmetic progression? Arithmetic progression is nothing but if the series is having common difference, then we can say that the series is in arithmetic progression.
SSC GD కి సంబంధించి 39480 ప్లస్ వేకెన్సీస్ తో నోటిఫికేషన్ పడింది. దీనికి సంబంధించిన కోర్స్ మనం లాంచ్ చేశాము. దీంట్లో కంప్లీట్ గా తెలుగు మీడియం ఇంగ్లీష్ మీడియం క్లాస్ అన్ని కూడా అవైలబిలిటీలో ఉంటాయి అన్నమాట. అలానే ఎవరైతే విద్యార్థులు ఆర్ఆర్బీ ఎన్టీపీసీ ఎగ్జామినేషన్ ప్రిపేర్ అవుతున్నారో వాళ్ళ కోసం CBT 1 CBT 2 రెండు కలిపి మనం స్పెషల్ బ్యాచ్ లాంచ్ చేయడం జరిగింది. కంప్లీట్ కోర్స్ అనమాట. మీ కంప్లీట్ కోర్స్ 2250 రూపాయలకి ఆఫర్ అవైలబిలిటీ ఉంది. దీంట్లో మొత్తం క్లాస్ అని కూడా ప్రొవైడ్ చేయడం జరుగుతుంది. ఇంగ్లీష్ మీడియం తెలుగు మీడియం రెండు మీడియంలో కూడా క్లాస్ ఉంటాయి. అలానే SSC MTS పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ ఎవరైతే విద్యార్థులు ప్రిపేర్ అవబోతున్నారో 10th క్లాస్ ఎలిజిబిలిటీతో వాళ్ళందరికీ కూడా మనకు సంబంధించిన స్పెషల్ బ్యాచ్ మన దగ్గర ఉంది. దీనికి మొత్తం సిలబస్ మొత్తం అంతా మనం కవర్ చేస్తూ ఈ కోర్సు 2250 రూపాయలకి ప్రొవైడ్ చేయడం జరుగుతుంది. ఇంగ్లీష్ మీడియం తెలుగు మీడియం రెండు మీడియంలో కూడా క్లాస్ అవైలబిలిటీ ఉంటాయి. అలానే SSC స్టెనోగ్రాఫర్ సంబంధించిన స్పెషల్ బ్యాచ్ మన దగ్గర ఉంది. కంప్లీట్ సిలబస్ మొత్తం అంతా కవర్ చేయడం జరుగుతుంది. ఇది కూడా మీకు 2250 రూపీస్కి ఆఫర్ అవైలబిలిటీ ఉంది. అలానే SSC CGL టైర్ 1 టైర్ 2కి సంబంధించి ఆల్రెడీ టైర్ 1కి చాలా మంది విద్యార్థులు ఆల్రెడీ కోచింగ్ తీసుకున్నారు, ఎగ్జామినేషన్ రాస్తున్నారు. ఎవరైతే విద్యార్థులు టైర్ 2కి ప్రిపేర్ అవ్వాలనుకున్నారో వాళ్ళ కోసం కూడా స్పెషల్ బ్యాచ్ అనమాట. ఈ టైర్ 2 స్పెషల్ బ్యాచ్ అనేది 2250 రూపీస్కి ఆఫర్లో అవైలబిలిటీ ఉంటుందన్నమాట. అలానే ఆర్ఆర్బీ జేఈకి సంబంధించి ఎవరైతే విద్యార్థులు ప్రిపేర్ అవబోతున్నారో వాళ్ళ కోసం కూడా స్పెషల్ బ్యాచ్ ఉంది. ఈ స్పెషల్ బ్యాచ్ మనకి CBT 1కి సంబంధించిన సిలబస్ మొత్తం అంతా కవర్ చేయడం జరుగుతుంది. 2250 రూపీస్కి ఆఫర్లో అవైలబిలిటీ ఉంది. అలానే రైల్వేకి సంబంధించి మీకు అన్ని ఎగ్జామ్స్ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ స్పెషల్ బ్యాచెస్, అలానే రైల్వే ALP టెక్నీషియన్ బ్యాచెస్ ఉన్నాయి. బ్యాంక్ SSC రైల్వే కామో ప్యాక్ మన దగ్గర అవైలబిలిటీ ఉంది. నెక్స్ట్ అలానే మనకి బ్యాంక్ ఎగ్జామినేషన్ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ ఎవరైతే ప్రిపేర్ అవుతున్నారో బ్యాంక్ మహాప్యాక్, అలానే బ్యాంక్ సంబంధించి IBPS PO స్పెషల్ బ్యాచ్ ఉంది. ఇవన్నీ కూడా మన దగ్గర ఉన్నాయి.
If you observe here, what do you mean by common difference? If you look here the difference is 2. Sorry, here the difference is 1. 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 Which means this series is in arithmetic progression. Similarly, if we observe here difference is 5. 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 Which means this series is also in arithmetic progression. Similarly, if you look here difference is 4. Here difference is 4. Here difference is 4. Here difference is 4. Even this series is in arithmetic progression. If the given series is in arithmetic progression, we can say average as middle term. So whatever the value we are going to have exactly in the middle, that is nothing but average. Let us observe here carefully. If you look here, how many numbers we have here? In the first series, we have 5 numbers. Out of these 5 numbers, exact middle is nothing but 3. So we can say that average is nothing but 3. Yes or no? And don't forget, you need to arrange all these numbers in ascending order. If you look here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this is in ascending order. And exact middle number is nothing but 3. So average is 3. If we look here, in this series, I have total 7 numbers. Out of these 7 numbers, exact middle is nothing but 20. Why? Because left side of 20, you have 3 numbers. Right side of 20, you have 3 numbers. Exactly in the middle, you have 20. So we can say that average is nothing but 20. Yes or no? Similarly, if you observe this series, in this series you have total 5 numbers. As you have total 5 numbers, average is nothing but exactly middle number. Exactly middle number is 29. So average is nothing but 29. So in simple words, what I can say is average is nothing but middle term. What? Average is nothing but middle term. When means if the given series is in arithmetic progression. So I can say that average is nothing but middle term when the given series is in arithmetic progression. Now this can be said in a different way also. Now if the given series is in arithmetic progression, we can say average as highest number plus lowest number by 2. Now what do you mean by highest number plus lowest number by 2? Observe here carefully. In this series, what is highest number? 5. What is lowest number? 1. So highest number plus lowest number by 2. Highest number is 5. Yes or no? Lowest number is 1. So 5 plus 1 by 2. Now this is nothing but 3. Yes or no? So I can say that average is nothing but highest number plus lowest number by 2. So either you can say it as middle term or you can say it as highest number plus lowest number by 2. When the given series is in arithmetic progression. If the given series is in arithmetic progression, we can say highest number plus lowest number by 2. If you want, check for this also. What is highest number? 35. What is lowest number? 5. So when you add these numbers, highest number is 35, lowest number is 5, 35 plus 5 by 2, which is nothing but again 20. Similarly, in this highest number is 37, in this lowest number is 21. So 37 plus 21. What is 37 plus 21? It is nothing but 58. So 58 divided by 2, average is nothing but 29. So what I can say is average is nothing but highest number plus lowest number by 2 is nothing but average when the given series is in arithmetic progression. Or else you can say it in another format also. How you can say in another format? Observe here carefully. Now this is like very important in examination point of view and while solving the questions also. Observe here carefully. When I say average in simple words, you can say average as equal distribution. Now what do you mean by equal distribution? Let us example, I have 5 persons in front of me. Okay, let us example, there are 5 persons in front of me and I have 20 chocolates with me and I need to distribute those 20 chocolates to those 5 persons. On an average, each person gets how many chocolates? On an average, each person gets how many chocolates means I have total 20 chocolates and I need to distribute them for 5%. So each person gets on an average 4. So I can say that average is nothing but 4. One more example. Let us example, I have 50 pens with me. 50 pens and there are like 10 children in front of me and I need to distribute those 50 pens to those 10 children. On an average, each child gets how many pens? On an average, each child get how many pens means 50 pens has to be distributed for all those 10 children. 50 divided by 10, on an average, each child gets 5 pens. So what I can simply say is average is nothing but equal distribution. So whatever you are having with you, you need to distribute them equally. That is the reason when I am having 20 chocolates, when I distribute them for 4 children, I have given each and every child 4 chocolates, which means 4 chocolates each person got. Similarly, when I have 50 pence with me, and when I'm trying to distribute it for 10 children, each child got 5 pence, 5 pence, 5 pence. So I can simply say that average is nothing but equal distribution. Equal distribution. This is very, very important. So average, I can simply say like average is nothing but sum of observations divided by number of observation. This definition is known to everyone. And average, if the series is in arithmetic progression, you can say average as middle term, or if the series is in arithmetic progression, you can say average as highest number plus lowest number by 2, or else you can say average as equal distribution. Okay. Now what do we mean by equal distribution? Observe here carefully. If you look at this example, you will get a clear idea what actually equal distribution meant. Now in this I have numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now if you look here, for this series what we have said is average is nothing but 3. When I say average is 3, each number should be 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Yes or no? Why? Because average is nothing but equal distribution. When I say average is 3, all these numbers are 3, 3, 3, 3. But unfortunately, if you look them, all those numbers are not really 3, but when they try to distribute among themselves, then each number is going to be 3, 3, 3. If you want, you can observe here carefully. Now if you look here, this is anyway 3, 3, okay. But if you look at these two numbers, 1 is nothing but 2 less than 3. But 5 is 2 more than 3. That is the reason, whatever the extra that 5 have, that 5 is giving to 1. So both of them will become 3, 3. Similarly, if you look at 2 and 4, 2 is having 1 less than 3. But 4 is having 1 more than 3. So both of them share with each other and they are going to become 3, 3 each. And now if you observe here, this is 3, this is 3, this is 3, this is 3 and this is 3. So I can say that average of these 5 numbers is nothing but 3. So simple definition I can say average is nothing but equal distribution. So whatever you have with you, you need to distribute them equally. When you're trying to distribute them equally, we call it as average. Okay. Now let us say I will take one more example. Now initially I have told you some examples. Let us go with one more example. If let us example I have numbers 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. If I need to calculate what is average of these numbers 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. Even this series is in arithmetic progression. As this series is in arithmetic progression, highest number is 20, lowest number is 4. So highest number plus lowest number by 2. So I can say that average is going to be 12. When I say average is 12, each and every number should be 12, 12, 12, 12, 12. Yes or no? If you want, you can check. 4 is 8 less than 12 and 20 is 8 more than 12. Both of them share with each other. Similarly, 8 is 4 less than 12, 16 is 4 more than 12. Both of them share with each other. Now all of them will be 12, 12, 12, 12. So I can say that average is nothing but 12. So I can say in simple words, average is nothing but highest number plus lowest number by 2 when the series is in arithmetic progression, or you can say average as middle term when the series is in arithmetic progression. Similarly, you can say average as equal distribution as well. Okay. Now let us look at one more example. Observe here carefully. One more example. Let us example you have numbers 3, 6, 9, 12. 3, 6, 9, 12. I need to calculate average for these numbers. Now initially if you have observed the examples, when I say average is nothing but middle number, I have 5 numbers, middle number is third number. When I have 7 numbers, middle number is nothing but fourth number. When I have 9 numbers, middle number is nothing but fifth number. But if you look at this example, in this I have 4 numbers. Now what is the middle number? Look here, in this I have total 5 numbers. Now this is exactly in the middle. Why? Because on the left I have 2, on the right I have 2, exactly middle is nothing but 12. But in this example, if you look here, you have total 4 numbers. Now exactly middle is nothing but this one, which means left of this one you have 2 numbers, right of this one you have 2 numbers. Now what is this exact middle value? Now what is this value is nothing but average. You are unable to see what is that value, but how to find that value? How to find that value means you need to calculate average of middle 2 numbers. What? Average of middle 2 numbers. Simple. Look here, whenever you have odd terms, average is nothing but middle number. Yes or no? Average is nothing but middle number. When you are having odd terms. But when you are having even terms means 6 numbers, 8 numbers, 10 numbers, 12 numbers, 4 numbers. Whenever you have even terms, then average is nothing but average of middle 2 terms. Average of middle 2 terms. Now what do you mean by average of middle 2 terms? In this middle 2 numbers are nothing but what? Middle 2 numbers are nothing but 6, 9. So you need to calculate average for these two, that is 6 plus 9 by 2, that is nothing but how much? 6 plus 9 by 2 is nothing but 15. 6 plus 9 is 15. 15 by 2 is nothing but 7.5. So I can say that exactly in the middle we are going to have 7.5. So average for 3, 6, 9, 12 is 7.5. If you want, you can calculate it also. What? 9 plus 3 is 12. 12 plus 12 is 24. 24 plus 6. 24 plus 6 is nothing but 30. How many numbers you have total? 4 numbers. Sum of numbers is 30. Number of numbers is 4. 4 7 times is 28. And you left would be 2 remainder. 2 by 4 is nothing but 0.5. So we can say that average is nothing but 7.5. So what I can conclude is, whenever you are going to have odd number of terms, average is nothing but middle term. If you have even number of terms, average is nothing but average of middle 2 terms. Okay. Now let us look at one more example. Observe here carefully. Let us example, if I have numbers like 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36. And now I am supposed to calculate what is average of these numbers. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36. Now if you observe here, even this series is in arithmetic progression. Yes or no? This series is in arithmetic progression. We have a common difference of 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. So what is your highest number? 36. What is your lowest number? 6. So 36 plus 6 is 42. So 42 divided by 2, we can say that average is nothing but 21. Or else, what I can say? Average of middle 2 numbers. Average of middle 2 numbers means total you have 6 numbers. Out of these 6 numbers, exactly middle numbers are nothing but third number and fourth number. So we need to calculate average for these two. 18 plus 24. What is 18 plus 24? 18 plus 24 is 42. 42 divided by 2, that is nothing but 21, which is same as whatever we got here. So what I can simply say is, whenever you have odd number of terms, average is nothing but middle term. Whenever you have even number of terms, average is nothing but average of middle 2 terms. Okay, this is really important. And don't forget, you are going to calculate in this way only if the series is in AP. Only if the series is in AP. What do you mean by AP? Arithmetic progression. If the series is in arithmetic progression, only then you can say that average is nothing but middle term when you have odd number of terms, and average is nothing but average of middle 2 terms when you have even number of terms. When the series is in arithmetic progression. Already I told you what is meant by arithmetic progression. Now you may have a doubt. What happens if the series is not in arithmetic progression? How to calculate that? Now many of us have a doubt. Let us look at that. Let us look at some examples so that you'll get a clarity what happens if the series is not in arithmetic progression. It's very simple, you do not worry. Let us example, I am going to solve some examples. Let us look at first example. I have numbers like 45, 49, 51, 54, 59. Now, you are asked to calculate average of these numbers. Let us look at the numbers. Numbers are 45, 49, 51, 54, 59. What is average for these numbers? Now, if I need to calculate them in a traditional way or in a normal way, then what I need to do? I need to calculate sum of numbers divided by number of numbers. Why? The reason is this series is not in arithmetic progression. If you want, you can observe here. If you look here, what is the difference here? Difference is, 45, 49 difference is 4. Here the difference is how much? Here the difference is 2, and here the difference is 3, and here the difference is 5. If you observe here, this series is not in arithmetic progression. Arithmetic progression means difference has to be same. If the difference is same, then you can say it's AP. But in this, the difference is not same, which means the series is not in arithmetic progression. If the series is not in arithmetic progression, then you can't say average as middle term or average as highest number plus lowest number by 2. Why? Because you can say highest number plus lowest number by 2 only if the series is in arithmetic progression, or average as middle term only if the series is in arithmetic progression. But if it is not in arithmetic progression, you can't say it as middle term or you can't say it as highest number plus lowest number by 2. Then how to calculate? Then how to calculate means you need to go for normal calculation. Normal calculation definition is nothing but sum of numbers divided by number of numbers. Now let us calculate what is going to be sum of numbers divided by number of numbers. Okay, then we'll come to know what is the average. If I calculate the sum, look here, if I calculate the sum, 40 plus 40 is 80 and 50 plus 50 plus 50 is 150. 150 plus 80 is nothing but 230. Yes or no? 150 plus 80 is 230. Now let us add this unit place as well. This is 10 and this is going to be 9 plus 4, it is going to be 13. 13 plus 5 is going to be 18. So 10 plus 18, that is 28. So 230 plus 28, now this is going to be 258. Now sum is nothing but 258. But we need to calculate average. Average is nothing but sum of numbers divided by number of numbers. How many numbers we have here? Total we have, how many numbers means 5 numbers. So divide by 5. When you cancel here, 25 goes here 5 times and 8 goes here 1 time, and how much remainder you have left with? 3 remainder. 3 by 5. 3 by 5 is nothing but 0.6. Already we have discussed this in our percentage class. Yes or no? 3 by 5 is nothing but 0.6. So we can say that average of these numbers is nothing but 51.6. In examination point of view, do we need to do all this calculation? No. Truly speaking, it's not required. Then how to calculate average if the series is not in arithmetic progression in a smart way? Yes, we will show you a smart way to calculate the average of these numbers if the series is not in arithmetic progression. Look here carefully. Now what I will do is, like, instead of doing all this calculation, already we told average is nothing but equal distribution. So as average is nothing but equal distribution, we will use the concept of equal distribution. When we use the concept of equal distribution, whether the series is in arithmetic progression or if the series is not in arithmetic progression, it doesn't matter. Whether it is in arithmetic progression or not in arithmetic progression, it is not really important when you are trying to solve them with the concept of equal distribution. Now I am going to use the concept of equal distribution. Now what I will do is, like, I will assume one number which is closer to these numbers. I will assume one number which is close to all these numbers. Here the numbers are 45, 49, 51, 54, 59. So what I am trying to do is, like, I am assuming average as 50. When I assume average as 50, now each and every number should be 50, 50, 50, 50. Why? Because average is nothing but equal distribution. Let us check whether all the numbers are 50 or not. If you look at 45, it's less than 50. How much less than 50? It's 5 less than 50. As it is less, take it as minus. If you look at 49, it is less than 50. How much less than 50? 1 less than 50. If you look at 51, it is more than 50. How much more than 50? 1 more than 50. If you look at 54, it is more than 50. How much more than 50? 4 more than 50. If you look at 59, it is 9 more than 50. So, plus 9. Now, calculate this. If you are going to calculate this, plus 1 minus 1 gets cancelled. Now, 9 plus 4. 9 plus 4 is nothing but how much? 13. 9 plus 4 is 13. 13 minus 5. 13 minus 5 is nothing but 8. Now, this is nothing but plus 8. Yes or no? Now, simply speaking, plus 4 minus 5 means you are left with minus 1. 9 minus 1 is nothing but 8. Which means I got 8 extra. As I got 8 extra, now you need to add this 8. But don't forget one thing. Now you got this 8 extra when you are comparing all these numbers. So that is reason this 8 extra should be distributed for all of them and then it has to be added. That is reason you need to distribute this 8 to all the numbers. How many numbers you have here? Total you have 5 numbers. So distribute this to all the 5 numbers. 8 by 5 is nothing but 1.6. Why? Because 8 cancels in 5 for one time and you left out with 3 remainder. 3 by 5 is nothing but 0.6. So average is going to be 50 plus 1.6, which is 51.6, which is exactly same as whatever we got earlier. Yes or no? This is like really simple. Just use the concept of equal distribution. If we use the concept of equal distribution, then calculating average will be very simple. Whether the given series is in arithmetic progression or not in arithmetic progression, it doesn't matter really. Okay. Now, you may have a doubt. Sir, why you took only 40? Why not with some other number? Why don't you assume some other number? Yes, whatever the number you're going to assume, it's not a matter. But the answer is going to be the same. Whatever the number you're going to assume, it doesn't matter. Answer is going to be the same answer. Now, let us example, I will try with a different assumption. Actually, I took 50. Now, I'm going to try with a different assumption. Now, what happened? When I try with a different assumption, what some guys do is like, they will try to take numbers like 10. If you're going to take numbers like 10, if you are taking 10 as assumption, no use with that. Why? Because if you're going to take number 10 as assumption, look here, all these numbers are close to 50. But when you're taking 10, then what happened is, again the calculation is going to be complicated. Try to make the calculation simple. If you're trying to make calculation simple, it means that your assumption should be close to these numbers. If you're assuming close to these numbers, then your calculation is going to be simple. Okay. So what I will do is like, now I am going to assume the average as 55. Let us take 55. When I assume average as 55, each and every number should be 55, 55, 55. Let us check. Now, if you look at this number, this is 45, which means it is 10 less than 55. If you look at this one, this is 49, which is 6 less than 55. If you look at this one, this is also less. How much less? This is 4 less than 55. If you look at this one, this is also less. How much less? 1 less than 55. And if you look at this one, this is 4 more than 55. Now, just cancel them. If you cancel them, plus 4 and minus 4 gets cancelled. Then finally you are left out with minus 10, minus 6, minus 1. Minus 10 minus 6 is minus 16, minus 16 minus 1 is minus 17. Finally I got 17 less. Now what I have to do? I need to distribute this 17. So my assumed average is 55. As I got 17 less, this 17 has to be subtracted. While you are subtracting, you need to distribute and subtract. So you need to distribute means how many numbers are there to distribute? You have total 5 numbers to distribute for 5 numbers. When you distribute for 5 numbers, 5 3 times, it is going to be 15. 5 3 times 15 and remainder left out is 15 means remainder left out is 2. 2 by 5. 2 by 5 is nothing but 0.4. Now average is going to be 55 minus 3.4. 55 minus 3.4 is nothing but 51.6, which is same as whatever the answer you got earlier. So simply I can say that whether your assumption is 50 or 55 or 45 or 60, it doesn't really matter. The simple thing is like, to make calculation simple, you need to assume average as number which is close to the given numbers. If we assume the number closer to these numbers, then what happened is calculation is going to be easier. If you are getting negative value, then you need to subtract. But while you are subtracting, distribute and subtract. If you are getting positive value, then you are supposed to add. While you are adding, distribute and add. So this is like really important. Most of the guys, what they do, they do not distribute it. Without distributing, they will add directly 50 plus 8, which is wrong. You have to distribute and you have to add. You got 8 extra. When you compared all these 5 numbers, you got 8 extra. So distribute for all the 5 numbers. Now you got 17 less. When you compared for these 5 numbers, you got 17 less. So this reason, if you are getting more, you need to distribute that and you need to add it. If you are getting less, you need to distribute that and you need to subtract that. Okay. So this is like calculating average, even if the series is not in arithmetic progression. Okay. I will discuss one more simple example and then the introduction is going to be completed. Okay. One more simple example. You try this and say me what is average for these numbers. Let us example, numbers are 67, 69, 74, 79, 83 and 85. So calculate average for these numbers: 67, 69, 74, 78, 83, 85. And one more example as well. Say the average for these numbers also. Calculate average for 27, 34, 38, 39, 41, 43, 49, 51, 53. Okay. So calculate average for these numbers. Let us take it as 55. Okay. Calculate average for these numbers. So I have given you 2 examples. Calculate average for this one and calculate average for this one also. Make sure that whether the series is in arithmetic progression or not in arithmetic progression, just use the concept of equal distribution. If you use the concept of equal distribution, then calculating average is going to be very, very simple. You will not calculate average as sum of numbers divided by number of numbers and waste your time. Okay. Just use the concept of equal distribution. If you use the concept of equal distribution, then calculating average is going to be very, very, very simple. Okay. So let us calculate. Now if you look here, numbers in the first series is nothing but 67, 69, 74, 79, 83, 85. Now what I am trying to do is like, I am going to take average as 80, or you can take average as 70, 60. It's up to you. You can take anything. Okay, let us say I am going to take average as 70. If I take average as 70, each and every number should be 70. Let us look at that. If you look at this number, now this is 3 less than 70. If you look at this number, this is 1 less than 70. If you look at this one, this is 4 more than 70. This is 9 more than 70. This is 13 more than 70. This is 15 more than 70. Now calculate it. Now if you calculate this, what happened? Minus 3 minus 1 is minus 4. Minus 4 plus 4 gets cancelled. Then finally you are left out with 15 plus 13 plus 9. 9 plus 13. What is 9 plus 13? 9 plus 13 is nothing but 22. 22 plus 5. 22 plus 5 is nothing but 37. Yes or no? As I am getting 37 more, you need to do plus 37. Okay? So simply observe here, 15 plus 13. 15 plus 13 is 28. 28 plus 9 is nothing but 37. You got 37 extra. Now this 37 extra, when you have cross-checked all these numbers, then you got 37 more. So you need to distribute it. Distribute means how many numbers you have? Total you have, how many numbers means 6 numbers. So divide by 6. Cancel it. 6 times is 36. And how much remainder? 1 remainder. 1 by 6. 1 by 6 already we have discussed in percentage. 1 by 6 nothing but 16.66%. Now that is nothing but 1/6, which is going to be 76.16. So average is going to be 76.16. 1 by 6 nothing but 16.66%, which is nothing but 1.666. So I can say that average is going to be 70 plus 6.166, which is nothing but 76.16. Very, very simple. If you want, you can assume it as 80 also. Even you will get the same answer. You not worry. You can assume 80, you can assume 75, whatever it may be. The simple thing is like, after your assumption, if you are getting a positive value, you need to add it. If you are getting a negative value, you need to subtract it. But whether you are adding or whether you are subtracting, you need to distribute and add, you need to distribute and subtract. Don't forget that point. Okay. Let us look at one more example. 27, 34, 38, 39, 41, 43, 49, 51, 55. You are supposed to calculate average for these numbers. Now what I will do is like, I will assume average as 40. If I assume average as 40, each and every number should be 40, 40, 40. Let us cross check. Now if you look at this number, 27 is less than 40. How much less than 40? 13 less than 40. 34 is less than 40. How much less than 40? 6 less than 40. 38 is less than 40. How much less than 40? 2 less than 40. 39 is less than 40. How much less than 40? 1 less than 40. 41 is 1 more than 40. 43 is 3 more than 40. 49 is 9 more than 40. 51 is 11 more than 40. 55 is 15 more than 40. Now just calculate it. Now if you are going to calculate this, what happened? -1 plus 1 gets cancelled. Similarly, if you have observed here carefully, any more cancellations here? If you observe here, -13 minus 2 is nothing but -15. -15 plus 15 gets cancelled. And any more cancellations here? This is -6. -6 plus 9 is nothing but +3. Yes or no? This is +9. This is -6. -6 plus 9 is nothing but +3. Now after cancellations, you're left out with 3 plus 3, 6. 6 plus 11. 6 plus 11 is nothing but 17. I got 17 more. As I got 17 more, now I need to distribute this 17 and add. Total how many numbers are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So total I have 9 numbers. So distribute this 17 to all the 9 numbers. Now what happened? 9 one time is going to be 9. Then how much remainder? You have 8 remainder. 8 by 9. What is 1 by 9? 1 by 9 is nothing but 11.11%. Then 8 by 9 is going to be 88.88%, which is going to be 0.88. So I can say that average is nothing but 41.88. Yes or no? These are like very simple. Once if you are able to calculate average as equal distribution, if you're going to calculate it as equal distribution, then calculating these sums is going to be really, really simple. Just what you need to do is like, just make sure that average is nothing but equal distribution. If you know the concept of equal distribution, then what happened is you can solve any question from average. Any question from average. Just you need to remember that average is nothing but equal distribution. Whatever you have with you, you need to distribute for all the persons equally. So distributing equally is nothing but average. If you just know the concept of equal distribution, then you can solve any pattern of question that is going to come from topic average. Okay. So this is nothing but basics, whatever that are going to be required for the questions, whatever you are going to solve now. So make sure that your basic concept is clear. Once your basic concept is clear, you can solve any pattern of question that is going to come from average. Okay.
SSC జీడీకి సంబంధించి చూడండి 39,000కి పైగా వేకెన్సీస్తో నోటిఫికేషన్ పడింది. 10th క్లాస్ ఎలిజిబిలిటీ ఉన్న విద్యార్థులు అందరూ కూడా దీనికి అప్లై చేసుకోవచ్చు. ఇది ఒక మంచి అవకాశం. ఎగ్జామినేషన్ ఇంగ్లీష్ మీడియం, తెలుగు మీడియం, రెండు మీడియంస్లో జరుగుద్ది. దీనికి సంబంధించిన కంప్లీట్ కోర్స్ మనం లాంచ్ చేశాము. ఈ కోర్సులో మీకు కంప్లీట్ సిలబస్ అంతా కూడా కవర్ చేయబోతున్నాము. యాజ్ పర్ ద నోటిఫికేషన్ సిలబస్ మొత్తం కవర్ అవుద్ది. దీంట్లో మీకు రీజనింగ్ కవర్ అవుద్ది, మ్యాథ్స్ కవర్ అవుద్ది, జనరల్ అవేర్నెస్ అండ్ జనరల్ నాలెడ్జ్ కవర్ అవుద్ది, అలానే ఇంగ్లీష్ కూడా కవర్ అవుద్ది అనమాట. మొత్తం సిలబస్ అంతా కవర్ చేస్తూ ఈ బ్యాచ్ మనం లాంచ్ చేశాము. దీంట్లో మీకు క్లాసెస్ ఉంటాయి, ఎగ్జామ్స్ ఉంటాయి, పీడిఎఫ్ మెటీరియల్స్ ఉంటాయి. ఎగ్జామ్స్లో కూడా టాపిక్ వైజ్ ఫుల్ లెంత్ 2 ఎగ్జామ్స్ కూడా మీకు పెట్టడం జరుగుతుంది అనమాట. ఇవన్నీ కూడా మనకి కేవలం 2000 రూపాయలకే ఆఫర్ అవైలబిలిటీ ఉంది. ఎవరైతే విద్యార్థులు సీరియస్గా ఎగ్జామినేషన్ క్రాక్ చేయాలనుకుంటున్నారో ఈసారి ఎస్ఎస్సి జీడీ ఎగ్జామినేషన్ వాళ్ళందరూ కూడా ఎగ్జామినేషన్ అప్లై చేసుకోండి. మీరు డెఫినెట్గా క్రాక్ చేయాలనుకుంటే కనుక చందన్ లాజిక్స్ యాప్ డౌన్లోడ్ చేసుకుని దీనిలో కోర్సులో జాయిన్ అవ్వచ్చు. కావాల్సిన డెమో క్లాస్ ఫ్రీగా ఉంటే ఫ్రీ డెమో క్లాస్ కూడా వినొచ్చు. మన స్టూడెంట్స్ ఆల్రెడీ లాస్ట్ టైం ప్రీవియస్గా జరిగిన ఎగ్జామినేషన్స్లో మన స్టూడెంట్స్ ఆల్రెడీ చాలామంది ఎస్ఎస్సి జీడీలో సెలెక్ట్ చేసి ఆల్రెడీ జాబ్స్ కూడా చేస్తున్నారు. నెక్స్ట్ ఆర్ఆర్బీకి సంబంధించి ఆర్ఆర్బీ ఎన్టీపీసీ స్పెషల్ బ్యాచ్ మన దగ్గర అవైలబిలిటీ ఉంది. ఈ ఎన్టీపీసీ స్పెషల్ బ్యాచ్లో మనం CBT 1 CBT 2 రెండు కలిపి చెప్పడం జరుగుతుంది అనమాట. ఎవరైతే విద్యార్థులు ఎన్టీపీసీకి సంబంధించి ప్రిపేర్ అవబోతున్నారో, ఎందుకంటే మనకి ఒక నెక్స్ట్ 4 డేస్లో ఎన్టీపీసీ నోటిఫికేషన్ కూడా వచ్చింది. సీరియస్గా ఎవరైతే విద్యార్థులు ఎన్టీపీసీ ప్రిపేర్ అవుతున్నారో వాళ్ళందరికీ కూడా దానికి సంబంధించిన కంప్లీట్ కోర్స్ మనం లాంచ్ చేసాము. ఈ కోర్స్ మీకు ఇంగ్లీష్ మీడియం, తెలుగు మీడియం 2 మీడియంస్ కూడా అవైలబిలిటీ ఉంటుంది. దీనికి సంబంధించిన కంప్లీట్ కోర్స్ 2250 రూపీస్కి మనం ఆఫర్లో ప్రొవైడ్ చేయడం జరుగుతుంది అనమాట. అలానే ఎస్ఎస్సి CGL సంబంధించి టైర్ 2కి ఎవరైతే విద్యార్థులు ప్రిపేర్ అవబోతున్నారో ఎస్ఎస్సి CGL సంబంధించి టైర్ 2కి సంబంధించి మనం కంప్లీట్గా స్పెషల్ బ్యాచ్ లాంచ్ చేయబోతున్నాము. టైర్ 2కి ప్రిపేర్ అయ్యే విద్యార్థుల కోసం ఈ కోర్స్ మనకి 2250 రూపీస్కి ఆఫర్లో అవైలబిలిటీ ఉందన్నమాట. దీంట్లో కంప్లీట్గా మొత్తం అన్ని కూడా మనం కవర్ చేయడంతో పాటు లేటెస్ట్ క్వశ్చన్ పేపర్స్ని కూడా మనం లైవ్లో డిస్కస్ చేయడం జరుగుతుంది అనమాట. నెక్స్ట్ ఎస్ఎస్సి MTS స్పెషల్ బ్యాచ్ ఎవరైతే విద్యార్థులు ప్రిపేర్ అవ్వాలనుకుంటున్నారో ఎస్ఎస్సి MTS స్పెషల్ బ్యాచ్ ఉంది. ఈ బ్యాచ్ మనకి 2250 రూపాయలకి కంప్లీట్ కోర్స్ అనేది మనకి ఆఫర్లో అవైలబిలిటీ ఉందన్నమాట. అలానే ఎస్ఎస్సి స్టెనోగ్రాఫర్ సంబంధించి ప్రిపేర్ విద్యార్థుల కోసం ఎస్ఎస్సి స్టెనో స్పెషల్ బ్యాచ్ ఉంది. కంప్లీట్ సిలబస్ అంతా కూడా కవర్ చేయడం జరుగుతుంది. మొత్తం దీంట్లో సిలబస్తో పాటు మొత్తం ఎగ్జామ్స్ మెటీరియల్స్ అన్ని కూడా ప్రొవైడ్ చేయడం జరుగుతుంది అనమాట. ఆర్ఆర్బీ జేఈ ఎగ్జామినేషన్ ప్రిపేర్ అవ్వాలనుకునే విద్యార్థుల కోసం ఆర్ఆర్బీ జేఈ స్పెషల్ బ్యాచ్ ఉంది. ఈ స్పెషల్ బ్యాచ్లో మీకు కంప్లీట్ సిలబస్ మొత్తం అంతా కూడా కవర్ చేయడం జరుగుతుంది అనమాట. దీంట్లో మీకు క్లాసెస్ ఉంటాయి, టాపిక్ వైజ్ ఎగ్జామ్స్ ఉంటాయి, ఫుల్ లెంత్ ఎగ్జామ్స్ ఉంటాయి, పీడిఎఫ్ మెటీరియల్స్ కూడా ప్రొవైడ్ చేయడం జరుగుతుంది. ఈ కోర్స్ మీకు ఆఫర్లో 2250 రూపీస్కి ఆఫర్ అవైలబిలిటీ ఉంది. అండ్ IBPS PO ఎవరైతే విద్యార్థులు ప్రిపేర్ అవుతున్నారు IBPS PO ప్రిలిమ్స్ మెయిన్స్ రెండు కలిపి మన దగ్గర స్పెషల్ బ్యాచ్ ఉంది. ఇది 2250 రూపీస్కి ఆఫర్ అవైలబిలిటీ ఉంది అనమాట. కంప్లీట్ IBPS PO సంబంధించిన కంప్లీట్ సిలబస్ కూడా మనం కవర్ చేయబోతున్నాం. అండ్ బ్యాంక్ ఎగ్జామ్ సంబంధించి ఎవరైతే విద్యార్థులు రాయబోతున్నారో వాళ్ళ కోసం బ్యాంక్ మహాప్యాక్ ఉంది. ఈ బ్యాంక్ మహాప్యాక్లో మీకు అన్ని బ్యాంక్ ఎగ్జామ్స్ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ లో మొత్తం అంతా కూడా కవర్ చేస్తూ ఈ బ్యాంక్ మహాప్యాక్ కూడా మన దగ్గర అవైలబిలిటీ ఉందన్నమాట. అలానే రైల్వే పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ ఎవరైతే విద్యార్థులు ప్రిపేర్ అవుతున్నారో ALP స్పెషల్ బ్యాచ్ ఉంది, టెక్నీషియన్ స్పెషల్ బ్యాచ్ ఉంది. అండ్ అన్ని బ్యాంక్ ఎగ్జామ్స్, అన్ని SSC ఎగ్జామ్స్, అన్ని రైల్వే ఎగ్జామ్స్ రాయాలనుకున్న వాళ్ళ కోసం బ్యాంక్ SSC రైల్వే కాంబో ప్యాక్ ఉంది. ఈ కాంబో ప్యాక్ లో మొత్తం మీకు అన్ని సబ్జెక్ట్స్ కూడా కవర్ చేయడం జరుగుతుంది. దీంట్లో మీకు అర్థమెటిక్, రీజనింగ్, అడ్వాన్స్ మ్యాథ్స్, ఇంగ్లీష్, హిస్టరీ, జోగ్రఫీ, పాలిటీ, ఎకానమీ, ఫిజిక్స్, బయాలజీ, కెమిస్ట్రీ, స్ట్రాటజీ, కరెంట్ అఫైర్స్, కంప్యూటర్ అవేర్నెస్ మొత్తం అన్ని కూడా కవర్ చేయడం జరుగుతుంది అనమాట. దీంట్లో మీకు మొత్తం అన్ని ప్రొవైడ్ చేయడం జరుగుతుంది. ఇందులో మీకు ప్రతి సబ్జెక్ట్ సంబంధించిన బెస్ట్ ఫ్యాకల్టీస్ క్లాస్ చెప్తారు. ఇందులో మీకు ప్రతి సబ్జెక్ట్ సంబంధించి PDF మెటీరియల్ ఉంటుంది, టాపిక్ వైజ్ ఎగ్జామ్స్ ఉంటాయి, ఫుల్ లెంత్ ఎగ్జామ్స్ ఉంటాయి, అన్ని కూడా ప్రొవైడ్ చేయడం జరుగుతుంది అనమాట. ఇందులో మీకు సుమారుగా 850 గంటల పైన క్లాస్ ఉంటాయి. ఇది మీకు ఆఫర్లో 4500 రూపీస్కి ప్రిలిమ్స్ మెయిన్స్ రెండు కలిపి కోర్స్ అవైలబిలిటీ ఉంది. ఇంగ్లీష్ మీడియం, తెలుగు మీడియం 2 మీడియంస్లో కూడా క్లాస్ అనేది సపరేట్గా అవైలబిలిటీ ఉంది అనమాట. అండ్ SSC అన్ని ఎగ్జామ్స్ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ SSC స్పెషల్ బ్యాచ్ మన దగ్గర ఉన్నాయి. అండ్ బ్యాంక్ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ నేను చెప్పాను బ్యాంక్ మహాప్యాక్ ఉంది. నెక్స్ట్ గ్రూప్స్ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ విద్యార్థులు ప్రిపేర్ అవుతున్నారు. గ్రూప్స్ స్పెషల్ బ్యాచ్ మనకి 899 రూపీస్కి ఏపీ వాళ్ళకి తెలంగాణ వాళ్ళు సపరేట్ బ్యాచ్ ఉన్నాయి. ఇంగ్లీష్ మీడియం, తెలుగు మీడియం 2 మీడియంస్లో కూడా క్లాస్ అనేది సపరేట్గా అవైలబిలిటీ ఉంది అనమాట. అలానే SI కానిస్టేబుల్ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ ఎవరైతే విద్యార్థులు ఏపీ తెలంగాణలో సపరేట్గా ప్రిపేర్ అవ్వాలనుకున్నారో వాళ్ళ కోసం SI కానిస్టేబుల్ స్పెషల్ బ్యాచ్ ఉన్నాయి. ఏపీ వాళ్ళకి సపరేట్ ఉంది, తెలంగాణ సపరేట్ ఉంది. ఈ బ్యాచ్ మీకు 2100 రూపాయలకి ఆఫర్ అవైలబిలిటీ ఉంది అనమాట. అలానే అర్థమెటిక్, రీజనింగ్, అడ్వాన్స్ మ్యాథ్స్ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ వ్యూలో అన్ని కాంపిటేటివ్ ఎగ్జామ్ దృష్టిలో పెట్టుకుని ఎవరైతే ప్రిపేర్ అవుతున్నారో వాళ్ళ కోసం స్పెషల్ బ్యాచ్ అనమాట. దీనిలో మొత్తం 3 సబ్జెక్ట్స్ కూడా నేను చెప్పబోతున్నాను. బేసిక్ లెవెల్ నుంచి చాలా క్లియర్గా, డీటెయిల్డ్గా అందరికీ ఉపయోగపడే విధంగా, ప్రతి ఒక్క నాన్ మ్యాథ్స్ విద్యార్థి కూడా అర్థమయ్యే విధంగా చాలా డీటెయిల్గా, క్లుప్తంగా మనం చెప్పడం జరుగుతుంది అనమాట. దీంట్లో అన్ని కూడా చాలా క్లియర్గా, డీటెయిల్గా డిస్కస్ చేయడం జరిగింది. ఇందులో మీకు క్లాసెస్ ఉంటాయి, ఎగ్జామ్స్ ఉంటాయి, ఎగ్జామ్స్ టాపిక్ వైజ్ ఎగ్జామ్స్ మొత్తం ప్రొవైడ్ చేయడం జరుగుతుంది అనమాట. అలానే PDF మెటీరియల్ కూడా ప్రొవైడ్ చేయడం జరుగుతుంది. ఇది మీకు 1 మంత్, 3 మంత్స్, 6 మంత్స్ అలానే 1 ఇయర్ కోర్స్ అనేది అవైలబిలిటీ ఉందన్నమాట. అలానే ఎవరైతే విద్యార్థులు ఓన్లీ సింగిల్ సబ్జెక్ట్ తీసుకోవాలనుకుంటున్నారో ఏ సింగిల్ సబ్జెక్ట్ అయినా సరే మీకు 999 రూపీస్కి ఆఫర్ అవైలబిలిటీ ఉంది. ఈ సింగిల్ సబ్జెక్ట్ మీరు తీసుకోవచ్చు, అర్థమైందా? అలా మీకు అన్ని కోర్స్ కూడా ఆఫర్స్ అవైలబిలిటీ ఉన్నాయి. ఈ ఆఫర్స్ అన్నింటినీ కూడా మీరు సద్వినియోగం చేసుకోండి. మీకు ఏం డౌట్స్ ఉంటే కనుక కింద స్కూల్ నెంబర్స్ కాల్ చేయొచ్చు. ఒకవేళ డెమో క్లాస్ వినాలనుకుంటే కనుక ఫ్రీగా చందన్ లాజిక్స్ యాప్ డౌన్లోడ్ చేసుకుని డెమో క్లాస్ అన్ని ఫ్రీ కూడా వినొచ్చు.